What's up, y'all? It's your girl Summertime Fan, and I'm back with another video. So, of course, if you guys don't know, which a lot of you may, a lot of you may not, but I've been a manager for some years. I managed artists for well on, I want to say like 10 years now. No, I'm not that old. I'm only 25, but I started managing when I was really young, and got my foot in the door. Doing MTM. So when I was back with MTM. I started managing, trying to experience managing with them and stuff like that. Moved on, did my own artist after that. Then, yeah, just took on from there. So now I'm with an artist. I'm with a label called Black Wealth Music Group. In case you guys don't know, you can definitely look it up. My artist is Ben Gambino. So I always want to talk about things as far as like a manager perspective and an artist perspective. So let's start. I'm gonna start with the artist first. Some things you need to know when it comes to your manager. Okay. Patience. Have patience with your manager. It is definitely hard out here, and honestly, it's like being a manager to me has been like being a safety net. So before anything gets to you and dreams get shut down or things get hurt or whatever, we hear it first. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard, I would say, being a manager. You know, that's why I say have patience with your manager, especially when you feel like things ain't going your way or you're not seeing how y'all not seeing eye to eye, whatever the case may be, whatever. Just have patience and just trust the process. Know that your manager is doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Things might be going slow, but you need to know that your manager is doing what's best for you. And then in order to have a manager or when you're looking for a manager, make sure you have something to manage. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of artists come with one song and be like, yeah, it's hot. And that's cool and all, and yeah, it may be hot, and it may be the one to put you on the map, not denying it. But when you need more than one song, Jay, you know what I'm saying? Give me a couple. So if people tell me, no, that's not the right hit or whatever, well, look at this. You know what I'm saying? So just definitely always be patient and give your manager something to manage. Keep working, keep grinding. Always stay in the studio. Do what you got to do. Get your stuff together. Also, you need to have a budget, okay? I don't care who tells you what. I don't care whatever you're trying to, swing or whatever. Look, this is a business at the end of the day. Make sure you have a budget. Having a budget is very important, especially as an artist, because you need to see what you can spend. And, well, you need to let your manager know what you can spend. Now, say you say my budget is the limit. It's unlimited. Okay, now for most managers, we already know unlimited is definitely sometimes not always unlimited. Okay, so it's just always good to make sure that you, as an artist, come up with your budget. Look at what you're spending. Especially if you have kids and things of that nature. Take all of that into perspective when it comes to your personal life, whatever, and see what you have left over to spend on your craft. Everything costs whatever, so make sure you just, give a roundabout figure of what you can. Maybe you can, swindle an extra $50 or an extra $200. You know what I'm saying? But always just make sure that you have a budget. You know what I'm saying, as an artist. Now, manager to manager or future managers, let me talk to y'all. So, being a manager, let me tell you, one thing I've realized and one thing I've always known, it's not about you, okay? It's about your artistry at your artist. You know what I'm saying? So, and people are like, no, I don't know what you're saying. So, it's all about your artist craft. When it comes to getting videos done, right? Let me make it simple. That day, whatever you went through at home, whatever somebody said to you, as a manager, all of that is on the sidelines. All of that is out the window. Whatever you're going through in your personal life, whatever, put it to the side. This is your artist. This is what you need to be focused on, period. Be all in. And you definitely need to make sure that, don't try to make the shine about you. Okay, if you guys don't know, I do a show called The Record Pool, right? So I get hosting gigs and things of that nature. When it's time for my artist to have a show versus when I'm hosting something, it's a different story. But when my manager hat is on, which means we're at a show or Bino's about to perform, whatever the case may be, it's about Bino. It's not about Summertime Fan. It's not about me. All the other stuff, whatever, gotta wait. This is what I'm here for right now. This is what I'm going for right now. And I need to see my artist succeed. Okay? So make sure, and with that being said, here comes another one. Need you to definitely your time and just organize. Okay. So I'm not the best organizer. Let's just put that out there. But when you're a manager, you have to definitely start to prioritize, organize, and monetize your time. So it's definitely hard, you know what I'm saying, trying to, especially with your personal life too. But one thing about it is that when it comes to making sure things are on time, it may not seem like a big deal, especially if your artist is, up and coming, or you feel as though, oh, it don't really matter. Let me tell you how important this is. So, some venues, when it comes to video shoots, right? They charge per the hour. Okay. So if your budget for that video shoot, because everything you break down, and I will get to, let me start with organizing. So what you have a budget for, when it comes to your artist give you a budget, say is $5,000. Okay, cool. Now that's for the month or however y'all got it set up, maybe every 2 weeks, whatever. So you need to break down your budget. So if you know that you're doing a video shoot on such and such day, whatever, you need to make sure that that video shoot has a budget. So within that $5,000, if this video is going to cost me, including the videographer, please don't leave them out because that is definitely essential. Videographer might cost $500, and so now you left with another $500 to work with, and you have to be creative too. Okay, so just know that you don't have to always go crazy on everything, think you got to buy everything. Sometimes you just got to make stuff up. And I'll get to a story in a minute. But organizing that as far as your budgeting is definitely important. You may want to do a spreadsheet. You could really just do, if you want to do like just a scratch paper or whatever, that's cool too. But make sure that you have a detailed list or whatever when it comes to like a Word document, have it well typed out, organized, and so also what you're spending your money on what you're spending your artist money on. So in case anything should ever happen, whatever, where things are getting spent. Okay. So when it comes, some venues charge per the hour, right? So say one venue may charge $50 an hour. Okay, now timing is everything. If you book that venue for 3 hours, now that's $150. Okay, cool. Not a problem. Seems like we, but now you also, like we already factored in the video cost, how much the videographer will be, which was $500. And we also managed, okay, so the venue is $150, right? Okay, now we're looking at $650. See how quick $1,000 can really go? We're not even talking about props, wardrobe, people that you might have to pay to be in the video, or anything else as far as like promotion and things of that nature. We haven't even got to all of that part. So this is what I'm saying. This is very important that you are very organized, and timing is everything. If you know that venue, if you have that venue from 3 hours, right? 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock, right? If you know you have that venue for 3 hours, you need to utilize the best 3 hours ever. Okay? That doesn't mean you starting to film at 3:30. That means you are filming at 3:15, 3:30, no later. Because it does take time to get things set up. And if they give you guys an extra hour beforehand to set up, you need to take that accountability and make sure that you utilize that to the full potential. You could probably get started filming early in case you didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So utilize all of that to the full potential. And then about budgeting. So let me give y'all a quick story. So I managed one of my artists a while ago, and we were on a very, very tight budget. And so one of the scenes or whatever, we needed a stage. Okay. I've looked high and low, trying to run a stage out and all of that. And he came up with the idea, and also we kind of collabed on the idea of just making our own stage. So let me tell y'all what we did. Literally, we took 4 crates, okay, and we took a board. We went to Menards, whatever, and got this just regular board. So, excuse me. What we did was we got the board cut and all of that, and it wasn't able to fit in the truck like we planned on, so we had to get it cut. So that's fine, not a big deal. So we went ahead, got that done. So now we really have to be careful because the board is cut in half. So I think we ended up. So what we did was we doubled the boards. When we doubled the boards, which made it even more sturdier, I took a black tablecloth and we threw that over for the stage. And you never would know the difference. Of course, he had to be very, very careful when we did the video, but it came out amazing and you never even knew. So that's what I'm saying. You have to get creative as a manager, and sometimes, and ask yourself, is it really worth it to spend XYZ amount of money? Because you're going to need money at other places. If you can spare a few dollars, out of your budget, keep it. Like, honestly, work with what you got, of course, but also try to be, as reasonable as possible when it comes to your budgeting. And lastly, I've had a couple interviews that asked me, like how I view my artist, or how is it being a manager? And I always tell people I look at my artists as being my children. I got a lot of backlash for that sometimes, but that's because they don't understand the terminology that I'm using. When I say that, that's not to belittle them. My thing is this, when it comes to my artists, I am very overprotective. I don't want you making my artist feel any type of way. Like, even, for instance, Bino is not one to get discouraged at all. A lot of my artists never was the one to get discouraged at all. But still, I'll be damned if you make my artist feel some type of way. Like, it's just like my child. Like, I would never want to, anything to happen to my child. Just like, those who are parents out there, whatever. Some parents are very, very overprotective of their kids. And you just don't want anything harmful to happen to them. You always want them to be, really, really feeling their best and doing what they're supposed to do. So, that's how I feel as a manager. I'm my artist's biggest supporter. They have 1,000,001 people hating on them, or not believing in them, or discouraging them. And, I can't protect, of course you can't protect your artist from everything. But I'll be damned. The things that I can, I definitely will. So, it's your job to be your artist's biggest supporter. And if you're not believing in something, or if you're not believing in that artist, you don't need to be managing them. You know what I'm saying? It's no shade or anything, but if you're looking at it for just a dollar bill point, you should not be their manager, or a manager, period, to even let yourself go that route. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool, on a lot of levels. These artists, a lot of artists, whatever, this is all they got, or they may do what they could do. And if you're not going to be serious about them, let them get another manager, and it's fine. No need to be discouraged. No need to, go crazy or whatever. Just make sure that, you're supporting your artist like you're supposed to be. And be their biggest supporter. That's the best thing you could do as a manager. I never forget one show I had my artist performed and went crazy. I was really up there supporting them, whatever. I'm really lit. I'm happy to see them up there doing their thing, whatever. And DJ Mars took out his phone and we started recording my artist. I was like, oh yeah, we in the dope. I'm like, I'm feeling real good or whatever. And the host, which was the Connect that night, and he said, he said, bro, this your manager? He said, I'm going to tell y'all right now, if y'all manager not as lit for y'all, or not as turned for y'all as this, you need another motherfucking manager. And from then on, I've always felt good. But I never had any shame of always supporting my artists anyway. I always was doing that because I believe in my artist's music. I like my artist's music. I listen to it on my own leisure time. So that's how much I believe in my artists from the go, period. So definitely make sure that you are always being supportive as a manager. And I know sometimes it gets hard, but make sure when it comes down for your artist, put whatever feelings or whatever emotions to the side and take care of your business. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, and comment. Make sure you guys always keep in touch and always check us out for more videos.